Welcome back. A lot of seniors were isolated during the pandemic, and those living in the Orchard Park Independent Senior Living Community in Yakima were no exception. But KapKVU's Emily Goodell tells us residents have found a new way to reconnect and spread the good news.
Park Place isn't your typical newspaper or your typical newsroom. It launched in August, and it's run by and for the residents of Orchard Park Independent Senior Living Community.
We decided that we needed something positive to read on a regular basis.
The weekly paper has everything from safety tips and events to fun features.
We did cats first, now we're doing dogs, and then we'll finish up with Barb's birds.
And stories like Barb's, a reporter for Park Place.
Legally blind, so I can't read and write anymore, but I have a mouth.
And she's really good at jigsaw puzzles.
It's really the only thing I can do and be proud of.
There's also Bob, a veteran who was honored in D.C. for actions taken during the Korean War. But to hear him tell it,
just being in the right place at the right time.
Or the story of Virginia, a woman who walked nearly 3,500 miles in a year during the pandemic. A story that marked a bright spot in an otherwise dark time for residents, isolated in their rooms to keep the virus from spreading.
The first COVID death we knew here was a husband and wife. She survived, but the last time she saw her husband was getting in the ambulance. And she was not allowed to visit or anything, you know. He died alone in the hospital. You are aware of your mortality more here. Because we're all old, we all have a number of ailments, you know, and we die.
But Park Place is their way of making sure each resident knows they matter.
It makes them feel recognized, acknowledged.
And bringing everyone closer together.
And that is what's been the benefit here, I think. The overall, one of the major benefits. It makes us more of a family, more of a community.
In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KapKVU Local News.
Now, unfortunately, Park Place isn't available online, but if you live in Yakima, you can pick up a copy at Orchard Park.